I'm Nicole Auerbach from The Athletic.
Hey, this is Alex Pruitt with Sports Illustrated Magazine.
This is Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Kranick of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washington Sports Digital Network.
Good evening and welcome to the Washington Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law. We have basketball action here at Bill Vining Arena on the campus of Washington Baptist University. I'm Chris Gay, joined by my color analyst, Chase Hartzell, and we should have a fantastic one here. We just capped off just a few minutes ago a fantastic women's basketball action where Washington would beat the Mule Riders, as that's who is coming into town, the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders. Washington came up with a big win here at home.
And there were several highlights in the game, Chris. One of them being the three that we saw at the end of the game by Mackenzie Schillmuller, pretty much a storybook ending for a senior who has contributed a lot, not necessarily in the way that you would think. She was very much a vocal leader. She called herself the mom of Washington women's basketball, and she was really just a leader and a nurturing person there for her teammates. But to be able to stand up and make a big play there with just 11 seconds remaining, it doesn't get much better than that. We also can't forget Madeline Tipton. Even though she's just a sophomore, she scored 35 points in that game, a new career high for the Bologna native. Plenty of great things to talk about in that matchup, and the women's team still right in the hunt for a GAC tournament spot.
Yes, they are, and if you didn't catch that one, I suggest you go back and watch that entire broadcast, that entire game, especially towards the end in that fourth quarter. That was a fantastic finish. But here we have basketball action between the men of Southern Arkansas University and the men of Washington Baptist. And this game, playoff implications are still on the line. Washington technically is not totally out of the tournament yet. It's improbable, but it's not impossible. They just got to hope that some of the teams ahead of them in the rankings are going to lose tonight. One of them is Southern Arkansas. So this game, what they're playing for right now, they're playing for a victory, possibly going to be playing for more games coming up. But you take a look at each team's record. Both teams have struggled so far in the season. Washington 8-17, 6-14 in the conference, sitting right at the bottom of the conference as far as standings go. Southern Arkansas 10-16, 8-23. They're sitting at number 10. Actually, they're tied for 8th place in the conference right now.
They are 8-12 on the year in Great American Conference.
8-12, excuse me, but yeah, it should be one heck of a game for sure. But let's take a look at some of our highlight players. As you can see, Southern Arkansas came off a loss versus Southern Nazarene, but they did have one bright spot from that game, and that was Carl Ray Jr., who blew up for 38 points, 10 rebounds, hit 3 threes, and shot above 50% from the field. Had one great game there in enemy territory. Washington also coming off a loss. They have lost their last 3 games. 2 of their last 2 games have been at home. And of course, SAU is 1-4 in their last 5 matchups. And SAU has had the upper hand against Washington their last 3 matchups. It should be an interesting one tonight. Of course, Washington not used to having success against SAU the last couple of years, but we'll see if that makes a difference here tonight.
Well, and looking at this game too, Chris, you mentioned the possibilities for a tournament appearance. The margin of error is absolute 0 at this point. The Tigers have to win out in order to even have a chance to make the Great American Conference Tournament, and on top of that, they've got to have the cards fall their way. The first step in that is taking a victory here tonight against the Mule Riders, but as you mentioned, it is not going to be an easy task. This is a team that plays very well against the Tigers in any venue. We'll see if that proves to be the same here tonight at Bill Vining Arena for Washington, looking to get back on track. And based on what I've heard from Coach Nutt throughout the season, the big key in this game is going to be finishing the ball game. The Tigers have played some excellent first halves. They've also played some excellent second halves, but usually it's been a matter of putting those two together. They've got to find a way to finish off. If they get that strong start in the first 20, they've got to finish it off in the latter half.
Well, we're going to tip off senior night men's basketball here in just a moment, but we're going to have an announcement of the starting lineups from a man we know by many names. You can know him by Dusty Chandler, Dr. Motown, but we know him best as Dr. Casey Modal. Let's take a listen here in just 1 second.
Featuring the Mule Riders of Southern Arkansas University against your Washita Tigers. And now introducing the starting lineup for the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders. Junior forward from Natchitoches, Louisiana, number 10, Christian Caldwell. Senior forward from New Orleans, Louisiana, number 11, Greg Hammond, Jr. Freshman guard from Magnolia, Arkansas, number 15, Navy Tell. Junior guard from Four Oaks, North Carolina, number 23, Carroll Ray, Jr. And redshirt freshman guard from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, number 24, Anthony Igiti. The head coach of the Mule Riders is Logan Quinn. The assistant coaches are Calvin Lewis, Ryan Pippins, Blake Rogers, and Ted Waller. And now, Tiger Nation, let me hear you roar! This is the starting lineup for your Washita Tigers! Junior forward from Marietta, Arkansas, number 5, Taron Williams. Junior guard from Vivian, Louisiana, number 3, Reggie Martin. Senior guard from Greenbrier, Arkansas, number 35, Kobe Dunlap. Senior guard from Auckland, New Zealand, number 0, Marvin Williams-Dunn. And senior forward from Memphis, Tennessee, number 11, Tyler Haynes. The head coach of the Washita Tigers is Dennis Nutt. The assistant coach is Levin Thornton. Tonight's officials are Wesley Hill, Leslie Ewell, and Michael Strambiello.
Well, there you have it, the starting lineups for the Mule Riders and the Tigers. Of course, all 3 seniors that were recognized between the women's and the men's game for Washita are going to be starting here. Kobe Dunlap wearing number 35, of course, Washita in all white with the purple streak uniforms. Tyler Haynes going to set the tip, and the Marvin Williams-Dunn, all guys that have contributed so much to this Tiger program, including Tyler Haynes, who hit 1,000 career points with the Tigers. And there's Thursday loss against number 1 Southeastern Oklahoma State, and the Mule Riders are going to have it to get it started. Here's Tell up top. GD looking for somebody. Mule Riders moving it around. Here's Hammond. Ray inside. Nearly lost it. Ray cutting. Can't keep in control. Good block by Williams-Dunn. But nice shot over the trees by Carroll Ray Jr.
Marvin Williams-Dunn does get a block to add to his highlight reel. Unfortunately, just a great job there of SAU able to shake off the defense and capitalize on a second opportunity.
Well, here's a senior from New Zealand. Martin into Haynes. Haynes, the senior, finishes for Washita's first points on the night.
Seniors already leaving their mark on both ends of the floor.
Ray posting up Williams-Dunn. Had 38 points in their last game against Southern Nazarene. Hammond picked up by Haynes, now picked up by Martin. Going to pull up. Deep 2 is good for Gregory Hammond Jr., his first points on the night. That was just good isolation work by the senior from New Orleans. And that's going to be a Ouachita turnover. What a save by the Mule Rider up ahead. And do you say that's a dunk? It was a great play nonetheless. Do keep in mind it is leap year. So definitely going to see some huge leaps in honor of this. I guess you want to call it a holiday. Dunlap for three. A little strong. Rebound by Caldwell. Here's Tell. Into Caldwell. Turnover. Haynes gets tripped up by Caldwell. And it's going to be Tiger basketball. It's going to be the first foul for either team as Caldwell's going to pick it up.
Well, I can assure you that that is the last place that Caldwell wanted to be on that last possession. Although he's the one that's going to pick up the foul, he's just happy that he didn't end up in harm's way and end up hurt. That's a tough place to be as a defender. Really nothing that the Mule Rider could do.
Dunlap three, swish! The senior from Greenbrier, Arkansas gets on the board. Open three, Hammond splashes it home. Right back at you, says Gregory Hammond. Senior trading threes with the senior. Here's Haynes up top. Martin looking for Williams. Williams triple. Oh, just rims in and out. Tell with the board. Gets it up. IGD may have taken an extra step, but here's Hammond. Working on Martin. Turning. Blocked again by Williams. Done. Here's Tell. Out to IGD. Hammond, three. Too hard. Ray does get the offensive rebound. He's going to pull up from the mid-range and knocks it through. I will say Marvin Williams done with those two blocks has tied a career high in blocks. It's already starting to be a special night for the senior from Auckland, New Zealand. Pull-up jumper way off, and that's going to be Mule Rider basketball.
Much like, much like in game one, Chris, you can already hear the SAU Mule Rider crowd. A huge group has arrived in blue from Magnolia, and they've made their presence felt throughout the evening.
Yeah, they sure have. Now in for Ouachita, Roland Belton checks in. And for the Mule Riders, number 22, Cedric Garrett checks in. Here's Ray, out to Hammond. Hammond working on Dunlap, loses it. Three by Ray, a little strong. Garrett, the only one to get the rebound. IGD trying to go right away. Here's Dunlap. He's going to pull it out. Wait for a teammate. Emery Knox also checked in. Into Belton. Belton trying to create some space, and he finishes inside for two. His first points on the night has cut this deficit to 4. Tell to Ray. Ray, tough finish over Belton. What a finish for the junior from Four Oaks, North Carolina. Here's Dunlap to Belton. Knox picked up by IGD. Haynes trying to post up. Back to Dunlap. Dunlap to Haynes. Williams done. To Belton. And shot won't count. But that will just be the second personal foul on the night, or the second team foul for Southern Arkansas, as that is going to head into our first media timeout. So we're going to take it. You're watching Tiger Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
At Taylor King Law, we understand that being injured can be a stressful and overwhelming experience.
And that's why we're here to help you every step of the way.
As your dedicated legal team, we'll stand by your side when you're being ignored.
We'll be on your side to fight for the compensation you deserve.
Don't let the insurance companies intimidate you. Let us go to work for you.
Call us today and let us help you get back on the road to recovery.
On your side, by your side. When you've been injured, we're here for you.
I've heard people say, oh, a cheetah.
7-13 is your score here at Bill Vining Arena. It is senior night here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist for both men's and women's basketball. As Ouachita's waiting for the Mule Riders to exit their timeout, as Gavin Snyder and MJ Leslie have checked into the ball game. But it has been a great night so far. We've honored both men's and women's basketball seniors, as well as seniors from the cheer squad. But no one's honored us yet, Chase. I mean, we're two seniors too. This is our last, probably our last broadcast together, but definitely our last basketball broadcast.
Well, thankfully there will still be some opportunities with softball season just getting started up, but Chris, what an honor to get to call these games for the last couple of years together, and we've had a handful of great games, even just this season. I feel like this one is going to be no different.
Yeah, and just this evening as well, that last performance by Ouachita women's basketball was great, but hey, all the players got a jersey, got flowers. Where's our jerseys? Where are our flowers?
Well, I don't know if we've quite earned jerseys. We haven't really taken the floor.
Well, that is true. Maybe a new suit jacket, as we're both wearing. Sporting our jackets for this special night, as Ray off the inbounds play is going to score. And Coach Nutt not happy at all with that last play, as now they're trailing by 8. We're going to stay right here, though. But Chase, looking at what SAU has been able to do, of course they have an 8-point lead, 15-7 with 14-16 left to play. What have they done well so far?
Well, there are a couple things that have contributed to their success, one of them being spacing of the floor. The Mule Riders have never really looked jam-packed near their own basket. They've really spread the floor, and that's allowed for clear lanes for ball carriers to take it right up the middle and go straight to the hoop. And that's another thing that's gone relatively well for the Mule Riders in this one. They played well underneath the basket. Credit to the Tigers. They've been able to counteract that at times. I think of the couple of rejections from Marvin Williams-Dunn. But overall on the night, the Mule Riders have played well under the basket, and that's created for more opportunities outside the key. We'll see if the Mule Riders can keep up that balanced attack throughout the night, or if Ouachita can find a way to throw a wrench into things.
Here's Snyder. He had his three-pointer blocked before the timeout. Knox to Leslie. Snyder looking for Belton, who's posting up. Back to Leslie. Haynes in the corner. Ouachita just moving it around right now. Knox getting a screen from Belton. Cross-court pass to Snyder. He's got to put it up. And off the top of the backboard. No good. And here goes Ray. Right into Leslie's chest, and he scores. And now the lead is to 10 for the Mule Riders. 13:30 just left to play in the matter. Wouldn't have counted as Belton commits the illegal screen, and Leslie is getting a load of it from the SAU crowd here. Not even their home court, and they're one of the loudest bunches here.
Well, the Mule Riders, no matter what the sport is, this is a team that travels very well, and although they are in hostile territory tonight, there are times where you haven't been able to tell it. In many ways, it's felt like a neutral site game between these two teams.
Hammond's triple is good, and now the score is 20-7 with Ouachita trailing by 13. Karen Williams is at the scorer's table to check in, and so is Reggie Martin. Here's Belton up top. Knox. Driving left, blocked, and Ouachita trying to get possession of it, but will not. Haynes is going to check. Actually, he's going to stay in. Gavin Snyder and Roland Belton are going to check out. Martin and Williams check back in. But here's Navy Tell, the hometown kid from Magnolia. Good swarming defense by Ouachita, getting the turnover. Here's Williams going right at the defense, and one for Taryn Williams, looking to cut this lead to 10. And the SAU crowd maybe a little rowdy here. Hopefully you couldn't hear what they were saying on the broadcast as Williams converts a three-point play. Here's Navy Tell, the freshman from Magnolia. Driving, cutting, Ray, and he's going to head to the free throw line as he got whacked by Leslie. That was a great cut by Ray after Tell was going around the baseline. Well, as I mentioned earlier, Carol Ray had a fantastic game last time out against Southern Nazarene at 38 points for a double-double. Was 9 of 10 from the free throw line in that game as well, as he shoots just a hair under 80% on the season. He's 13th in the Great American Conference in free throw percentage. His second free throw is up and good. Now the Mule Riders lead by 12. Here's Knox. Martin. Leslie back to Knox. Screen by Haynes, looking for somebody to get open. Gets it to Haynes, too high, and it's going to be another Tiger turnover. Tell, nice maneuverability. Ray's shot is good. What a performance by the Mule Riders coming in right away. Haynes and one right off the bat. It's a nice lead pass by Knox, and tough finish inside for the senior as we're going to have a timeout here. Well, we're going to take this one to be our second media timeout. So we're going to have more Tiger basketball action in just under 60 seconds. So that gives you enough time to grab another slice of pizza or another cold one if you're at home. That is a cold bottle of water. And actually, we're going to have a sideline report from Brody Kriegel here in just 1 second. As Brody makes his way up to the baseline. Brody, what do you have?
Thank you, Chris. I'd like to take a moment to talk about one of the 3 seniors being honored here tonight, Marvin Williams-Dunn, who was recruited out of New Zealand after being on one of the top teams in the country. Throughout his Ouachita career, he's been a big-time defensive player, recording 38 steals, making 12 blocks, and offensively scoring 229 points. That's all I got for you on Williams-Dunn. Back to you, Chris.
All right, well, thank you, Brody. Well, 11:40 left to play in the first half. Ouachita trails by 12 against the visiting Mule Riders, who have been out for blood after their last loss against Southern Nazarene. Of course, they are 1-4 in their last 5. They're looking to get things back on track, but we didn't have a picture of the standings earlier, but as far as the GAC standings, oh, that's very nice. Look at that at the top left corner. I appreciate that, guys. Hey, we do have the best broadcast crew, and I'm going to be bold. I'm going to say we have the best broadcast crew in the nation. In the nation. Not just the conference, not just Division II, but the nation. I dare somebody to go find a better broadcast crew than our crew here at the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Tyler Haynes at the free throw line. Can't convert the three-point play. And it's going to be Mule Rider basketball. Here's Hammond. Ouachita applying a bit of a press here. They're going to back off as Tell has it. It's going to let the offense set up. Here's Ray to Hammond. Hammond's hit a couple threes already. Ray up top looking to Caldwell. Caldwell very close to an and one opportunity right there, but he will go to the free throw line for two. That's going to be Dunlap's first foul of the game. Christian Caldwell, the junior transfer from Bossier Parish Community College. He's at the line for two. His first free throw, high arcer, is in and good. Well, into the ball game is Anthony Igidi for Southern Arkansas. Navy Tell is going to check out. Caldwell's high arcing free throw, it rattles around and it's good. Now Ouachita trails by 14 with just over 11 minutes left to play in the first half. Ouachita moving the ball around a little bit. Here's Dunlap, three-pointer from the logo. Rebound by Knox. Back to Dunlap, Dunlap three. No good a second time, and it's gonna be a jump ball. Nice job by Martin flying in there and wrapping up the ball after Hammond had control. And now Ouachita is going to have the basketball under the basket as Emory Knox is set to throw it in. And Haynes trying to find, I think that was Williams trying to cut inside there, can't find him. Here's Hammond. A cluster of screens up top. He's going to lose his handle. Haynes and Hammond hit the deck, and it's going to be SAU basketball as both seniors collided with one another. But we'll take another quick look at it here as they mop up the floor. Hammond just lost his handle there. Haynes and Hammond colliding for it, and it's going to remain with the Mule Riders. Hammond's going to throw in, gets it into Igidi. Igidi, the redshirt freshman from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Here's Ray to Hammond on the wing, guarded by Dunlap. Hammond's three is no good. Caldwell, and that dribble went off his shoe. Dunlap, what a finish at the rim by Kobe Dunlap. Typically known more for his three-point ability, he's showing off the athletic finish there. Here's Ray, guarded by Knox. Ray, good defense by Emory Knox, and good defense by the Tigers, creating some turnovers here. Here's Martin, guarded by Caldwell. To Knox. Knox three-pointer, bang! Emory Knox 4-3, his first points of the ball game, and the Mule Riders want to talk some things over as the lead is now down to 9. But what a great cluster of possessions for Ouachita as we're going to head into this Southern Arkansas timeout. As you can tell, Emory Knox on that three-pointer, but stay tuned for more Tiger basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Ouachita. Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Well, Ouachita had a little bit of a surge before the Mule Rider timeout. And what was a 14-point lead by the Mule Riders has been cut to 9 as Ray's going to shoot the three. That's too strong, but Hammond gets the rebound. Here's Hammond, guarded by Martin. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Martin is going to draw the charge. And that's going to be Hammond's first foul.
Well, if you're an SAU fan there, you might chalk that up to good acting for Reggie Martin, but Greg Hammond Jr. did extend that left arm as he was driving to the basket. More often than not, that's going to result in a foul call for whoever's dribbling.
Dunlap, Tell draped all over him. Here's Haynes up top. Here's Knox. The screen by Haynes. Williams comes to the ball. Haynes can't get anything. Knox got to pull up from deep, and it's good! Emory Knox off the busted play by Ouachita, and now it's a 6-point deficit. And that's too easy of a layup for Navy Tell, who gets inside for his first points of the ball game.
And that's something about Navy Tell. He is the smallest player on the floor, standing at 5'9", but how does he make up for it? He makes up for it with excellent ball handling skills, but also excellent court vision. When he's not setting up opportunities for himself like we saw just a moment ago, he's setting up opportunities for his teammates. And given his smaller frame, he is so elusive driving to the basket.
Haynes has that one blocked by Davis, and here goes Tell. Magnolia native going right at Knox, but that one's blocked, and that is going to be a jump ball, and it's going to remain with the Mule Riders, but an excellent defense by Emory Knox, or how about we call him Fort Knox right there. That was a heck of a play there. Navy Tell flying in. Makes a heads up defensive play. That ball up and good. Is that one going to count? I think it will. Trying to see who even scored. I think that may have been Caldwell. No, that was going to be Ray, and now he's going to head to the free throw line to try to convert the and one opportunity. They now have a 10-point lead, cutting away the 6-point deficit for Ouachita earlier. Ray's first free throw and only free throw is up and good. And Jaron Harris is going to check in for the first time tonight for the Mule Riders, a 6-foot junior guard from Los Angeles, California. Here's Dunlap, Williams, Haynes up top. Here's Knox, into Williams. Williams getting around Ray, throws it up, no good. Martin trying to get it, but it remains with the Mule Riders. Tell driving, floater over Haynes. It's too strong, and Caldwell goes flying out of bounds, and it's going to remain with the the possession arrow says Ouachita. We'll see who exactly has possession right after this break, as we will have another break in the action. If you're just now joining us, I am sorry, we are going into commercial break, but you better not pout and you better not cry, because the Tigers will be coming back right after this.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of bats and signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
And welcome back to Tiger Basketball on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law. Ouachita trails by 11. And cluster of bodies falling to the floor. But here's Martin. Trying the huge play, and he's going to head to the free throw line as Martin hurt his wrist as he tried to catch himself. And SAU fans not happy with that one, but I do believe that was a lot of contact there. That was about to be the play of the year if Martin was able to finish that one. That's going to be Cedric Garrett picking up the foul. Martin, that left hand's hurting him a lot. His first free throw is up and no good. Yeah, that hand is hurting him a lot. And he's actually going to call for a sub. So he better hope he makes the free throw here so he can get out of the game, and he will not. So he's going to stay in the game for right now. But I imagine the first stoppage is going to be Reggie, or yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to have stoppage in play. So Martin's going to come out of the ball game, and MJ Leslie's going to check in. He's going to check with the trainer on the sideline. That was a nasty fall by Martin, but I think that's actually a better of a fall than what it could have been if he hadn't caught himself with his hand. But as he gets a look from the trainer, we have basketball back and resumed here as Tell's got it on the wing. And he is just clobbered by Ouachita players. Ray working on Williams. Three by Garrett is good from the wing. Cedric Garrett with the three-pointer.
Now it looks like we've got another official's timeout.
Yeah, there's blood all over Haynes' jersey, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Roland Belton's going to come in, so a whole bunch of injuries happening. I think it was, yeah, it's going to be Caldwell.
Well, it looks like there's a Muir that's being checked out.
Yeah, it's Caldwell. He's got a cut on his elbow or something, but also the Ouachita and the SAU student sections chirping at one another. It was going to happen sooner or later. Yeah, Caldwell.
And we have an official timeout.
Yeah, Caldwell's going to have a chance to check with Ouachita's trainer as she's still working on Martin. Yeah, the SAU student section loud and proud right now.
This kind of back and forth banter is almost reminiscent of a Battle of the Ravine.
It is. What should we call this rivalry if we're going to make it one?
Well, there's so many great rivalry names.
You got Battle of the Tiger, Battle of the OBUs. I don't know.
You know, it's hard to beat the rivalry name that SAU has with UAM for Battle of the Timberlands. That's one of my favorites in the GAC.
An air ball three by Williams, and again, the Mule Rider fans letting them hear it, as that's going to be another Mule Rider turnover. Ouachita's picked up and making a lot of great plays on the defensive side of the basketball, but they got to get something going on offense. Here's Williams driving on Garrett, kicking out to Knox. Knox, quick trigger three is good. Emory Knox has 9 points in this ball game on all three-pointers. Here's Tell. He loses it, gets it back. Harris, three ball, corner, it's good.
Just a tough possession there for the Ouachita defense, having to play a little bit of catch-up. Emory Knox was trying to get to the corner, but a great spot-up shot there by Harris to extend the Mule Riders' lead even further.
Here's Knox. He's starting to heat up here. Quick three, fourth three-pointer for Emory Knox. Very reminiscent of that last game here at Bill Vining Arena against Henderson State, where he went 10 of 10 from the free throw, or from the three from beyond the arc. Three-pointer, Garrett no good. Knox, and he's going to be fouled by Harris, both going for the ball there. And Knox going to take a second, get helped up by his teammates. But Emory Knox getting hot very quickly here for Ouachita, which is something they desperately need. But Knox has 12 points so far in this ball game. all of them from 3, and he has yet to miss a 3-pointer. So we're going to have another stoppage in play here. Not sure what about. Jaron Harris is going to check out. Knox is going to shoot some free throws here. And Greg Hammond Jr. is going to check back in. Ouachita's 1 of 4 so far on the evening from the free throw line.
And it looks like what they were talking about over near the Ouachita bench is that Tyler Haynes is going to have to switch out jersey numbers. He was wearing number 11 to start the night. He's going to switch over to number 12 for the remainder.
And the layup inside by Ray is uncontested and good. And he's got to be stopped sooner or later, you think. He's got 17 points for the Mule Riders. And Knox, nearly a dunk there, but nice pass from Belton to Knox. Belton picks up Hammond. Oh, that's got to be that's going to be a carry by Hammond. Everybody in the building saw it there. Well, Tyler Haynes is going to come in, and he's going to wear the number 12. It's usually number 11. But I believe they could not get the blood out of his jersey.
And I actually saw earlier he's wearing the whiteout t-shirt underneath as well because there's blood on his undershirt too. So Ouachita doing a great job there of improvising and getting him back into the game quickly.
And Dunlap's triple, not going to happen there. Here's Hammond. Guarded by Knox, looking for Ray, posting up on Dunlap. He's going to spin off of Dunlap, but turns it over. Here's Knox. Pull up 3, that one's short. So no perfect 10 of 10 3-point shooting night for Knox as he misses his first triple. Knox, another rebound. That one almost stolen. MJ Leslie picks it up. Leslie inside to Belton. Belton posting up Garrett. Inside to Haynes. Haynes wearing a new jersey, scores inside. The seniors cut this lead down to single digits with 3:20 left to play in the first half. Here's Harris. Into Ray. Ray looking to go one-on-one with Haynes. Driving baseline bump. And nice soft touch around the rim. Ray's got 21 in this ball game for the Mule Riders. Doesn't matter who they've thrown at him. Ray's been able to score inside at will. Here's Knox to Leslie. Leslie, 3, and that one's blocked. Haynes gets the offensive rebound. Just 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Leslie to Dunlap. Dunlap, step back 3. He had a couple more seconds, but the SAU crowd made him think otherwise. Pull up 3 by Garrett, no good. Put back by Ray. What a play by Carroll Ray Jr.
Well, you said that Leafs were going to end up playing a factor in tonight's Elite Day contest. It's safe to say that Carroll Ray Jr. certainly made an impact with that last leaping effort.
Here's Knox. Driving right out to Leslie, kicking to Dunlap. Dunlap, almost a heck of a finish by Dunlap. I thought he was going to go up for the dunk there. But here's Ray, he's going to slow it down. And Hammond, he's going to turn the ball over, and it's going to be a Mule Rider basketball as Hammond hit the deck. Now Marvin Williams-Dunn is going to have a chance to come in here, but we're going to have a media timeout. And we're going to have a chance to hear from our very own sideline reporter, Brody Kriegel, here in just a minute as he gets set up. But what a game from Carroll Ray Jr. so far with 23 points. Now, Brody, what do you have to say?
Thank you, Chris. Going to talk about another Ouachita senior, Tyler Haynes. After starting his career off as a community college player, His decision to transfer to OVU ultimately ended up becoming one of the best choices, not only for him, but for Coach Dennis Nutt, as he became the 17th Tiger to enter the 1,000-point club. An excellent milestone, if I do say so myself. He has done just about everything you ask for, both on offense and defense, as he has played over 2,000-plus minutes. That's all I got. Back to you, Chris.
All right, well, thank you, Brody. And you said it. Tyler Haynes has had a heck of a career with Ouachita so far. Of course, just one more regular season game, so possibly just one more game he has left here as a member of the Ouachita Tigers. But what a career he has had. He's been one of those guys that gets every rebound and scores inside.
Speaking of people who have found a way to score inside, and how about Carroll Ray Jr., that last dunk on a putback, that puts him up to 23 points on the night here in just the first half. He is setting up for a career night against the Tigers on the road. Ouachita is going to have to find a way to neutralize him down the stretch.
Yep, just 23 points in this first half, and you know, he had 38 points in their last matchup, and we'll see if he can break that total. Dunlap into Haynes. Haynes working on the defender. Off the backboard, won't roll in. Rebound by Hammond. Here's Tell. Tell getting past the defense. Out to Garrett. He's going to pass up the three to Hammond. Mid-range shot is short. He's going to get his own miss as he goes up against. And another putback. This time by Jesse Davis Jr. What a play by the senior. Ouachita just is not doing a very good job of crashing the boards here.
Well, and the Mule Riders have been doing an excellent job of following a key lesson that you learn early in basketball: follow the shot, but they've also been finishing it with a little flair.
Well, Haynes is going to get the putback to go, and now Ouachita trails by 13. Here's Hammond. Tell, guarded by Leslie. Tell's going to let some time roll off the clock, but here's Ray. Ray working on Marvin Williams, done, finishes inside. What a tough finish by the senior.
Halfway to 50, now up to 25 points on the night.
Yeah, he better not get 50. But here's Dunlap. Just 10 seconds left on the game clock. Looks like he's going to take it himself. Pullback jumper three, nothing. Not sure if that was by design or what, but he's going to hear it from the crowd, and Kobe Dunlap actually responding to the crowd here, which is kind of what they're wanting. Tell, full court shot. Oh, that was a little too close for comfort, but your score is going to be 47-32 in favor of the visiting Southern Arkansas Mule Riders. Ouachita trailing by 15. And Chase, right quick, what does Ouachita need to get back into this ball game?
Well, first things first, you've got to find a way to limit the damage done by Carroll Ray Jr. 25 points in the first half, and he did it in multiple ways. Most notably, he was doing it around the rim. That's something else that his teammates were able to do. We saw a couple of athletic putbacks on slam dunks. The Tigers have got to do a better job of crashing the boards, but they've also got to close out the opportunities from deep, because this is a balanced offensive attack from SAU. They can hit the outside shot, but they are just as comfortable going right to the basket. The Tigers have got to find a way to limit opportunities overall.
Well, it is senior night here at Bill Vining Arena. It's also wide out as the dance team is about to set up for a performance. But until then, it's going to be a great second half of action here at Bill Vining Arena for the Mule Riders versus the Tigers. Playoff implications still on the line for both teams. But Ouachita just has to shoot better and keep control of the ball. But now on the floor we have the Ouachita dance team. So we're going to take a second to watch them perform before we take a break.
Your music is playing.
Well, in just a couple minutes, we're going to have a special event here at Bill Vining Arena. As you can tell, Madeline Tipton putting on her referee uniform, as well as Xander Neagle over there by the scorer's table. But we are going to have a matchup of the Fab Five, the Fab Faculty Five, as our very own director, Chris Babb, he went somewhere, but he will be performing in this ball game. If I didn't say it right, the Ouachitas softball team is going to play a 3-on-3 game versus Ouachita select members of Ouachita's faculty.
Abby Reeves, Carly Burrow, Bailey King, and Kate Clements.
But for Ouachita, or excuse me, I say Ouachita, Ouachita's faculty, Dr. Austin Motley is going to be performing for the Tigers.
Thompson, Coach Kaito, and Chris Babb.
Chris Babb, Coach Roy Thompson. It's going to be a great matchup. We saw this game earlier as we're about ready to play here.
I think it's safe to say there is a severe size mismatch right now in the post. Dr. Austin Motley.
And that's nothing but air there for Coach Thompson. For the softball team driving inside, they're going to work it around the perimeter. Shot fake. Good defense by the faculty, but that's a blown into the basket. And Ouachita softball is going to get on the board for the first time. And E.J. Day, senior, or well, was a senior for Ouachita softball. She's going to hold up the scoreboard. And the faculty making it difficult here. Thought about the three, going to drive it inside, kick out. Thought about the three.
4 minutes remaining.
Going to be 4 minutes remaining in this 3-on-3 matchup. The three is good! Well, 5-0 lead by Ouachita softball. Driving in, finish with the left is good! 7-0 lead that softball has over the Fab Five faculty.
And you can see some of their teammates watching on from just beyond the baseline. They are fired up right now for their teammates.
Well, they had to get the ball back, and Ricky Rogers Sr. is going to check in, as well as Chris Babb. See if he's going to, he didn't take any shots in their last matchup, but here's Rogers. Fall away jumper, no good. Babb has to do a much better job crashing the boards there. Drive, kick out, stolen by Rogers. Babb, open in the corner three, pump fake, floater, and no good by Chris Babb. He's got to pass that one up. Softball team with a nice 7-0 lead here. With just about 3 minutes left to play.
And watch out for Ricky Rogers. He provided a spark to the faculty off the bench in the first game.
No good there. Babb with the board. Here's Motley in the corner. Motley, three, too strong.
Can't afford to leave him open, though. We saw him take it to the bank earlier tonight against the men of Rho Sigma.
Well, I think Rogers is the key here. He's got to turn up. Another three, no good. Nothing but air, so it's going to be an easy basket for the Fab Five. Down to 7-2. It's 7-2 as Rogers is going to get another easy bucket inside. 2 minutes remain in this ball game. 7-4 is your score. Here's Rogers again. Post up, working, falling in. Jumper is good by Rogers. He's turning up. He's got all 6 points for the Fab Five. Here's Motley up top. Babb to Rogers. Rogers gonna go one-on-one. Actually, he's gonna pass up to Babb. Babb, three-pointer from the corner. No good, nothing but air by Chris Babb. Whop, whop indeed for Babb as Rogers with the putback and puts him back up. Puts him up by one. Here's Motley. Babb, Rogers, three ball. No good, that one's short. Babb with the offensive board. behind the back, a horrible pass by Chris Babb, and that's going to be a turnover and Ouachita softball ball.
1 minute remains.
1 minute remains in this contest. And Rogers almost with the steal. Passing inside. Thought about the three. He's going to try to take it inside. Pull up three. No good! And that's got to be a foul. That is a foul by Babb. Good call by Madeline Tipton. And we have a ball game for sure. Softball just down by 1.
30 seconds remain.
30 seconds remain in this contest. Monley with the steal. Monley into Babb. Bucket inside is good. He finally breaks the ice, and the Fab Five are up by 3. They lost earlier today. See if they can finally pick up a win. Rogers way off. She can go up. 5, 4, 3, way off. Got to put it up for the win, and not going to be close there. So the Fab Five faculty are going to take their first win of the day.
I think they actually won game 1 against Rho Sigma.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
So it's a sweep for the faculty tonight.
Yeah, you're right. I was giving Rho Sigma too much credit there, but what a finish by the Fab Five, winning 10-7 here at Bill Vining Arena. And guess what? We have more basketball that's going to happen in just above 5 or just over 5 minutes from now. So don't go anywhere, and I mean it. Do not go anywhere. We have basketball action in the second half. Back in just a moment.
Advisory Committee will be presenting to the Clark County Coordinator.
At Berry and Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry and Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry and Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
Captain Henderson House. We're a home to call your very own when you're away from yours, with a porch to end your night on, surrounded by friends, sharing stories and old times, and a yard with memories of summertime weddings and picnics after the game. We are so thankful for the life this house has seen for nearly 150 years. Come stay with us and join in on our stories. Captain Henderson House, Inn and Events.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckle tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand, trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of, they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Owned by OBU alumni, Java Primo is the official coffee house of Ouachita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of Bats and Signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Signs did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia called Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who's an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission, or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
Well, welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Chris Gay, joined by my color analyst, Chase Hartzell, here on this whiteout/senior night here at Bill Vining Arena. We have Tiger basketball. Martin thought about the pull-up jumper, but here's Marvin Williams Dunn. Martin, 3-ball, rattles in and out. Well, Ouachita trails 32-47 as we enter the second half, as that one was almost a great play, and that's going to be a mule rider turnover. Caldwell couldn't keep control of it. Well, I think I'd be remiss if I did not mention the great game we are seeing so far from Carroll Ray Jr., who has 23 points so far in this, 25 points, even better than I thought, in this ball game, as Williams working on Ray, can't finish, but Haynes with the putback.
That puts Haynes into double digits for the night, now up to 10 points on the contest. No surprise there for the most recent member of Ouachita's 1,000-point club.
Oh, it's leap day. Here we go. And Martin could tell it didn't get as high as he thought he was going to be. But again, it is leap day here on, well, Earth. And we're celebrating it with some pretty athletic plays here at Bill Vining Arena. Ray can't finish. He's trapped under the basket, but here's Hammond. Hammond picked up by Martin. Ray working on Williams. Hammond got him up in the air. Pull-up jumper is short. Caldwell with the rebound. Caldwell out to Igidi. Igidi steps on that sideline, and it's going to be Ouachita basketball.
Well, one thing we saw there is that Southern Arkansas crashed the offensive boards very effectively, and that's no surprise. Chris, a dominating effort by the Mule Riders on the boards in the first half.
Oh my
28-7 total. But Southern Arkansas had 10 offensive rebounds. They had more offensive rebounds than Ouachita had total in the first half.
Martin gets the offensive rebound, up and under's no good. And tough break for the Tigers as Navy Tell has it. Here's Hammond. Ray driving inside, and he's going to be fouled. I bet it's going to be on Williams Dunn. No, it's going to be on Taryn Williams, as Cedric Garrett is going to check in for the Mule Riders after here in just a second, as Ray's going to shoot some free throws. Navy Tell is going to go mop up a spot on the floor. Carroll Ray Jr., nearly an 80% free throw shooter, is perfect so far today. 3 of 3 from the free throw line. And he has 25 of the team's 47 points. Just an incredible performance, and it's not even the best performance he's had this season. He had 38 points just on Saturday in their loss against Southern Nazarene. Now he misses his first free throw. Maybe the announcer's jinx right there, as Roland Belton's going to check in for the Tigers. Taryn Williams going to check out. Garrett also checks back in, as Igidi is going to check out. Ray, second free throw, up and good. Here's Marvin Williams Dunn in his last game here at Bill Vining Arena to another senior in Kobe Dunlap. But here's Martin going hard inside and finishes. Here's Hammond, blocked by Belton, blocked again, but he's going to go to the free throw line. Caldwell caught by Tell, but nice job recovering by Belton to come up with the chase down block, but he's forced to foul in that second chance opportunity situation. You can see Hammond pass inside. Caldwell thinks he's wide open, and Belton comes out of nowhere. And they're going to get they're going to get Belton on that foul. You could have argued that it could have been Williams Dunn too.
And the replay really didn't show it fully, but just seconds after we cut off right there, you could see where he got a piece of the arm.
And Caldwell knocks in that free throw. He's 2 of 2 from the line, or excuse me, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Martin flying in, and he wanted some contact, but they may have gotten a piece of the ball there. Here's Hammond to Ray. Ray loses it, but they're going to call a foul on, I bet it's going to be on Marvin Williams Dunn. That's going to be his first personal of the ball game. Navy Tell's going to throw in for SAU. Finds Garrett in the corner for 3. It splashes in for Cedric Garrett. But here's Williams Dunn, picked up by Hammond. Martin to Haynes up top. Here's Dunlap driving right, going up. Oh, what a rejection there by Greg Hammond Jr. Coming out of nowhere, rejecting Dunlap's shot at the rim.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Chris. We've seen Kobe Dunlap slashing the basket a lot more than usual. Looked like he was going to have a clean look, but Gregory Hammond Jr., right place at the right time. Beautiful defensive effort.
Caldwell, great rebound there, snatching that one away. Here's Hammond. Looking for Caldwell. Caldwell looking for a teammate. Gets it to Garrett. Here's Hammond, guarded by Williams Dunn. Here's Ray. Ray spinning, can't finish, and Williams Dunn picks up the rebound. Here's Haynes, going right at the defense and scores inside. Tyler Haynes in his last game here at Bill Vining Arena has 12 points. Ray out to Garrett. 3-ball, rims in and out. Here's good inside-outside work for the Mule Riders. A little miscommunication by Williams Dunn, just trying to tap it out to Dunlap. And now we're going to have our first media timeout of the second half. Ouachita trails 40-52 with 15:46 remaining, as we have a sideline report from Brody. Brody, let us have it.
Thank you, Chris. Here to talk to you about the current Great American Conference standings for the men. Although only a few teams have clinched a spot to the championships, including Southeastern Oklahoma State at number 1, these two teams here are still fighting for that shot to get in. But we are seeing Ouachita trying to play spoiler maker here at the end of this game to try to help their chances and hurt SAU's chances. That's all I got. Back to you, Chris.
All right, thank you, Brody. Well, again, Ouachita trails by 12 with just over 15 minutes remaining in this ball game. It is the last game of the season here at Bill Vining Arena for any team, as we have some fans getting into the music here, played live by Ouachita's pep band, directed by Mr. Bucket Getter, Dr. Austin Motley. Great performance by the pep band there, keeping the crowd up and keeping them anxious for the remaining 15 minutes of this ball game. Gavin Snyder and MJ Leslie, as well as Emery Knox, checked in after the break. The Mule Riders have had their way with Ouachita. Ouachita has kind of flirted with a comeback at various moments in this game, but as soon as they cut it down to single digits, the Mule Riders come surging back and break their hearts. Here's Hammond. Ray posting up on Snyder. 23 against 23. Air ball, too strong, and it's going to be Ouachita basketball.
Well, Chris, you asked me about keys to success down the stretch, and that is you've got to find a way to neutralize Carroll Ray Jr. That time, the Tiger defense did just that, forced him into an awkward mid-range shot. Tigers are going to need more possessions like that going down the stretch if they want to continue this comeback effort.
And Knox loses the ball, but he will be fouled. It's going to be a reach-in on Ray.
Just the first foul of the half for the Mule Riders as a team, as they played relatively clean over the first roughly 5 minutes.
Well, and just a second foul by Ray. I think Ouachita would love it if he got into some foul trouble, as he has been single-handedly devastating the Tigers, as Belton has it up top. Here's Knox. Knox, nice hesitation inside, tough finish, can't get it to go, but he will be heading to the charity stripe. Well, Knox has definitely got great ability at the inside-outside game. He already has 4 triples in this ball game. But he's also been able to finish inside and get to the free throw line. He's missed his only free throw of the game. Does knock that one down. Knox, one of the top free throw shooters in the Great American Conference. He's number 2 in the conference free throw percentage, just under 89% as he goes 2 of 2. He's also number 18 in the country of Division II basketball in free throw percentage. Here's Tell, guarded by Snyder. Tell trying to find a teammate, gets it to Garrett. Garrett inside, blocked by Belton, and it's a late whistle by and it's going to be a foul on Belton. That's going to be 4 fouls on Belton. That's definitely not what the Tigers want to see here, as they've been shorthanded all season long. And they're playing against a lot of length from this Mule Rider squad. Both free throws are good by Garrett. Belton will stay in the ball game with 4 personals. Knox, deep triple, no good, and tie-up. It's going to be Mule Rider basketball, but right off the rebound, Snyder was right there to tie up with Garrett. As Jaron Harris, the junior from LA and a transfer from Casper College, is going to check in for the Mule Riders. Long ways from Los Angeles to Magnolia, Arkansas, but he's been a solid contributor for the Mule Riders all season long. Tell, nice pass inside, and one for Jesse Davis Jr. Got hacked on the arm by Snyder. Trying to recover on the play, and now the Mule Riders look to try to make it a 15-point lead here in enemy territory.
Number 21, Jesse Davis Jr. is good. And he goes to the line.
Jesse Davis Jr. shooting 73% from the free throw line on the season. Knocks down his only one. Taryn Williams is going to check in for Roland Belton.
Subbing out for one, Roland Belton.
Here's Snyder. Picked up Leslie. Snyder. Good off-ball movement. Gets it to Williams. Williams, open three ball. Good! Taryn Williams. Now that is a guy you have to get heated up if you're Washington. Tigers trail by 12. Tell. Garrett, three ball. Off the front of the rim. Tell with the offensive rebound. Harris, corner. Back to Tell. Here's Ray. Working on Leslie. It's good for Carroll Ray Jr. He's going to head back to the free throw line for another and one. How many times have we seen this today? Ray has just been eating up this Tiger defense.
Well, in that time, the rim sparing no drama as the ball went all the way around its circumference before finally deciding to fall in. With that last basket, Ray is now across the 30-point mark, up to 31 on the night, and a chance to add on even further.
And he does. Converts the old-fashioned three-point play. Now the Mule Riders have a 15-point lead here at Bill Vining Arena. Snyder looking for Haynes. Keeps his dribble alive. Here's Leslie. Leslie, pull up three ball. Too strong. Tell with the rebound. Going full court. Harris, three ball on the wing. It's good. Jaron Harris knocks down the three ball.
Once again, the Mule Riders showing off that balanced attack. How do you follow up an and one opportunity going right to the basket? Well, you follow up with a three, of course.
Knox, fall away jumper off the front of the rim. Rebound by Tell. He's just getting a bunch of rebounds here for the Mule Riders. Tell's going to pull it back out. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to remain with the Mule Riders, but Tell kind of slow to get up there a little bit. But he's all right. The freshman's having a fantastic day so far. As the Mule Riders have an 18-point lead. Tell almost loses it there. Ray, pull back three. It's good! And now the Mule Riders have a 21-point lead here on Ouachita Senior Night. Still 12 minutes left in this ball game, but as of right now, as that's another Tiger turnover, as Ray's gonna slam. Oh no, he can't do it. He's not feeling the leap day activities here as Emory Knox has the ball. Leslie in the corner for three. Yes! MJ Leslie. That's another guy that Ouachita would love to see get going here, especially from downtown.
Well, the Tigers have three of their best deep ball threats on the floor right now. You've got Taryn Williams, as well as Emory Knox and MJ Leslie. Gavin Snyder's not too shabby with the three ball in his own right. But Ouachita is going to have continuously strong shooting from beyond the arc if they want to stick around in this ball game.
Well, folks, we're going to take a second to pay the bills. You're watching Tiger Basketball on the Washington Sports Digital Network presented by Taylor King Law.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experience as possible.
Well, Washita trails 48-66 with just under 12 minutes left to play in this ball game. And the Mule Riders have been playing boot, scoot, and boot in this ball game. Or excuse me, boot, scoot, and boogie. As MJ Leslie has it in the paint. Haynes, jumper way off. Snyder with the offensive rebound. Here's Knox. To Snyder. Snyder, three ball in the corner. No good. Rebound by the Mule Riders. Here's Hammond. And Williams deflects it there. Emory Knox ends up with it. Running the break. Washita's going to pick up the tempo a little bit here as they play with a little bit of urgency. Here's Leslie, three off the front of the rim. Rebound by Davis. Davis telling Harris to slow the pace down as Harris is going to man the point for the Mule Riders. Gets it into Davis. Corner is Garrett. Harris up top. Going to get by Snyder. Can't finish with his left. And he's going to foul right off his miss. It's going to be the fourth team foul by SAU. It's going to be the second personal on Harris. Here's Emory Knox. Leslie to Knox. Knox guarded by Harris. Gonna pull back right in front of his bench. Here's Leslie. Gets him up in the air. Three ball off the back iron. Here's Garrett to Hammond. Inside, here's Davis. Back to Garrett. Garrett left open. Three ball in the corner. Coach Nutt not happy with his freshman for backing off on Garrett there. He's had a solid game for the Mule Riders. Here's Haynes working on Davis, spinning, and he's going to be fouled, and he's going to head to the free throw line for two free throws. Reggie Martin's going to head to the table as Washita trails 48-69 here at Bill Vining Arena. Definitely Southern Arkansas spoiling the senior night activities here at home for Washita as Haynes' first free throw is up and good. As Haynes now has 13 points in this ball game. Williams done. Rollin Belton going to check in. And so is Reggie Martin, Snyder, Leslie, and Williams are all going to check out. Davis Jr. is also going to check out. Caldwell's going to check back in for the Mule Riders. Here's Hammond. Hammond left open, three ball, good by Gregory Hammond Jr. Now he's up over double digits with 11. And I just now looked at my score sheet. Carroll Ray Jr., who's still in the ball game for the Mule Riders, he has 35 points. Just a ridiculous scoring outing. Here's Williams Dunn looking for a teammate. Nobody there. Knox saves it. And Knox is going to travel there, trying to draw some contact. Couldn't do it. And now it's going to be Mule Rider basketball. Here's Garrett, guarded by Williams Dunn. Turnover. Tyler Haynes has it, going coast to coast. And what a finish by the senior from Memphis, Tennessee. Tyler Haynes is up to 15 points on the night. Hammond lost it temporarily. Working on Martin, bump. And that shot's no good. Belton with a nice board. And Martin with the turnover. Belton going to be trying to come up with a block on Ray, but it won't happen. And Ray has 37 points in this ball game.
And believe it or not, that's only the third make from inside the arc for the Mule Riders in this half. Their other 5 makes have all been from three-point range. Long distance attacks have really been the catalyst down the stretch. Same case for Ouachita.
That's going to be Emory Knox's 5th triple in this ball game with 7:50 remaining. Inside, and Hammond's going to head to the free throw line.
Foul for Tigers, number 3, Reggie Martin.
Martin's going to pick up the foul there.
This is first personal foul. We have a media timeout.
And we're going to have a media timeout.
Tigers Ouachita.
So we're going to take a break, and you better not go anywhere, because we'll be right back with more Tiger basketball action on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Ouachita Tiger basketball.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
And take a look at Ouachita's pep band making a special appearance for Ouachita's senior night / whiteout. Well, the crowd has thinned out a little bit here at Bill Vining Arena as Ouachita's down 55-74 with 7:45 remaining in this contest. But Hammond shooting free throws here. But one guy we can't stop talking about is Carroll Ray Jr., who has just had a heck of a game, has 37 points. He had set a new career high with 38 points in their loss against Southern Nazarene. He has a chance to break it. Only 1 point to tie, 2 points, or 3 points to break it. Williams Dunn, 3-ball wing, way off. Well, here's Hammond. Caldwell out to Garrett. Gets it to Tell. Tell to Ray. Ray almost loses it. It's probably going to be Tiger. No, it's going to stay with SAU here. And Ryan Harris is making a rare appearance into this ball game. Has only played in 3 games up to this point. in the season, and he's going to be making an appearance on senior night. Of course, he's not a senior, he's a sophomore, but he's a sophomore from Arkadelphia here as he commits a foul right out the gate.
Foul on the Tigers, number 20, Ryan Harris.
Well, and speaking about leaping ability on leap day, Ryan Harris, although he stands at just 5'11", he has got an incredible vertical. We've seen it in warm-ups multiple times where he slammed it down with one hand, two hands. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets into open space if he tries to break something special out down the stretch.
Well, he checked in for Marvin Williams-Dunn as Tell knocks in his first free throw, and I think we might have seen the last of Marvin Williams-Dunn here at Bill Vining Arena, as Tyler Haynes also exits for possibly the last time as Taryn Williams checks into the ball game. But what a career both of these guys have had. Marvin Williams-Dunn has been with this program for 4 years, and it's been that trustworthy point guard that Coach Nunn has been able to rely on time and time again. And Tyler Haynes, in just his 3rd year with the program, has been a heck of a scorer, and he's been a great rebounder as well. Here's Harris, screened by Belton. Gets it inside to Belton. Belton cut off, and he loses it. Once again, another Tiger turnover as Hammond has it, and it's going to be a foul on Williams, preventing the fast break opportunity. But my goodness, a lot of turnovers here. And actually, that's only the 8th turnover for Ouachita. It seems like a lot more, but Southern Arkansas has had 15 turnovers. As Hammond's going to shoot some free throws here, I can tell Navy Tell for Southern Arkansas having some cramping issues. Right behind, he's off camera right now, but he's having some cramping issues with his calves. He's going to check out. Jaron Harris is going to check back into the ball game. But he has had a great night for the Mule Riders, the freshman from Magnolia, as the lead. As the score is 55-80 here at home. Here's Harris to Knox. Knox thought about the triple. Going to pull back. He's going to shoot the 3 now. Triple number 6 for Emery Knox. Knox has been one of the lone bright spots today for Ouachita. Along with Tyler Haynes, are the only 2 Tigers in double digits. Here's Hammond. Guarded up top closely by Dunlap. Now picked up by Knox. Caldwell, what a finish inside by Caldwell. Great play by the junior. Just slashing his way inside. What a finish.
Just a good cut to the left, and you can see there was an open lane, and his eyes lit up. He did not pass up on that opportunity.
Floater by Dunlap is no good. Just 5:30 remaining in this ball game, and the Mule Riders still have a couple starters in the ball game, one of them being Carol Ray, who's going to receive it, guarded by Harris. Harris hits the deck, and Caldwell is going to be fouled. I think everybody's a little confused about the foul call there, and actually Tyler Haynes is going to come back into the ball game for Ouachita. Actually, I think that's going to be a foul on Ryan Harris. That's going to be his 2nd personal foul. But Tyler Haynes, his home career at Bill Vining Arena is not quite over yet as he's at the scorer's table, set to check in. Caldwell's first free throw, high arcer, is short. And he's going to come in for Taryn Williams. And the home crowd has possibly seen Taryn Williams for the last time this season. He is just a junior. Caldwell, 2nd free throw. High arcer is good that time. Well, again, Emery Knox and Tyler Haynes on the floor here. Haynes to Knox, and Knox has 16 points. Or excuse me, Haynes has 16 points, and Emery Knox has 22. Knox finds Harris in the corner for 3. No good. And going to have a foul on the floor here. It was a good look by Harris.
One of the Mule Riders got a bit too aggressive going for that rebound, went up and over the back of Tyler Haynes. That's where the call came from. Officially charged with the foul. It's going to be Cedric Garrett. That's an important foul, too, because the Tigers are now just one foul out of the bonus.
Knox. And is it going to be a Tiger turnover? It's going to be a jump ball. Let's see which way the possession arrow is going to remain with Ouachita. But it was a busted play as Knox lost his handle. Going to take another look at it here as they're going to take a second to chalk up the floor. Well, Ryan Harris is going to throw in for Ouachita, and a towel magically appeared. I know someone threw it. I wasn't watching the screen. I was just watching the floor, and out of nowhere a towel comes flying. Seems like everything's good now. And Jesse Davis Jr. mopping up the floor there for both teams, really. Here's Knox to Dunlap. Dunlap, no hesitation on the three, too long. Tell with the rebound. He checked back in just a minute ago as Hammond's got it on the wing. Hammond picked up by Knox. He's double teamed by Knox and Belton. Ray loses it, and it's going to be Ouachita basketball. Well, Ray, I know, would love to have a new career high if he just gets one more basket. Sitting with 37 points, is one away from tying his career high, at least his SAU career high, with 38 points. Here's Knox. Gets it into Haynes. Belton can't get it there, and it's going to be another Ouachita turnover.
You could tell the Tigers were looking for the backdoor cut that time. Had Belton found a way around the defender and into the spot, it would have been an easy look underneath the basket. Unfortunately, that pass is just a bit too far out in front of him. The defender did a good job, too, of cutting Belton off.
Well, Anthony IGD checks in as Harris is going to commit his third personal of the ball game. But IGD started this game, but really has not played a whole lot. He checks back in as MJ Leslie is going to check in. And Marvin Williams Dunn, I had said his night was possibly over, but nope, he's coming back into the ball game as well. Is J.C. Phillip going to come into the ball game? Don't know yet, but it looks like we're going to have a media timeout here with 4:14 remaining in this ball game. Ouachita trails 58-83. We're going to have a word from Brody Kriegel here on the sideline for the last time tonight. Brody, what do you have?
Thank you, Chris. Going to end the night talking about the last senior for the Ouachita Tigers, Kobe Dunlap. Dunlap is a great example of hanging in there and trusting the process, as he has improved in every major statistic throughout his Ouachita Tiger career, ending his career with 359 points. His efforts, along with Tyler Haynes and Marvin Williams Dunn, will inspire future Tigers to reach for the stars and aim for championships. This has been Brody Kriegel, signing off.
Well, thank you, Brody. Well said there. Those seniors have had quite a career, and haven't talked enough about Kobe Dunlap. He's had a rough night shooting, but the senior out of Greenbrier, Arkansas, has really made a name for himself here at Ouachita and within the Great American Conference. His percentages may not show it, but he is one of the best shooters on the floor at any given time.
Certainly making his alma mater of Greenbrier proud.
Shooting for Southern Arkansas.
Panthers, another powerhouse in the central Arkansas region that really produces a lot of college-level talent. Dunlap, no exception.
And he's on the sideline. Can tell he's a little emotional as he's checked out of probably his last game here at home. They still have one more game on the regular season schedule, where they'll go to Monticello to take on the Boll Weevils of Arkansas Monticello. Tell's second free throw is good this time. And on the court for Ouachita, Harris, who has the ball, Belton, Haynes, Williams Dunn, and Leslie.
Ouachita looking to end what's been a bit of a scoring drought. They are 1 for 5 on their last 5 field goal attempts, but that number's going to increase.
Yes, it will. He's going to break the streak, and he's going to score on his last game here at home, as he was honored in between this game and the women's basketball game. Ray's got it, and it's going to be a charge drawn by Harris, as Ray still looking for a new career high, but a great play by the sophomore from Arkadelphia, Arkansas.
And that's a bit of a risk, too, with 3 personal fouls already to his credit. It would be totally understandable if Harris got out of the way, but that time he takes one for the team.
Well, that's got to look good, especially you've only played, oh, that one, it was a good look, good cut by Harris, but Belton with the turnover. But he's only played in now just his 4th game of the season, and plays like that will impress your coach. Tell driving, Finn, and he's going to head to the free throw line.
Foul on the Tigers, number 12, Tyler Haynes.
Tyler Haynes is going to commit the personal there. Of course, the Mule Riders have been in the double bonus for some time now.
For Southern Arkansas, number 15, Navy Tell.
Well, Navy Tell, the 5'9" freshman guard from Magnolia High School. The hometown kid for the Mule Riders misses his first free throw. He's made a name for himself today, only averages about 5 points per game, just under 3 assists per game, and shoots 54% from the free throw line. He's number 12 in the Great American Conference in assists per game. Is also number 8 in the conference in steals per game, with 1.5 steals per game. Here's Williams Dunn. Into Haynes. Haynes thought about the mid-range. He's going to take it against Ray, and he's going to finish with the baby hook. Tyler Haynes with 18 points on his last game at home.
Well, that's a movie we've seen a few times throughout his career here, but it's nice to see a signature Tyler Haynes hook shot in what will be the final 3 minutes that he plays here on his home floor. But he's not done making highlight reel plays.
Nope, this game's not over. They're trying to get Harris a few buckets inside, but that one's stolen away by Navy Tell. Now here's IGD to Ray. Ray, 3-ball. No good. He is still looking for that new career high. He would have had it, and he would have had 40 if he had knocked down that triple. Here's Harris. Belton up top. Here's Leslie. Back to Harris. Harris, deep triple, and nothing but air. Well, a few substitutions in for the Mule Riders. Well, Ray won't get that 40-point game or the new career high as he's going to check out. So will Navy Tell and Jesse Davis Jr. But for Ouachita, J.C. Phillip is going to check into the ball game for Ouachita for only the 5th time this season. And Tyler Haynes checks out for the last time at home in his Tiger career. But fresh into the ball game for the Mule Riders is number 4, Mohamed Traore, excuse me. Here's Harris, who also checked in a minute ago. Number 0 versus number 0. Here's Traore.
Good switch by J.C. Phillip on defense that time, cutting off the Mule Riders.
Garrett, step back 3. Rebound by Traore. And there's going to be a foul.
Foul on the Tigers, number 4, MJ Leslie.
By MJ Leslie.
And this is third
Coach
personal
Nutt's
foul.
telling him, hey, either let him play or MJ, just don't commit that foul. 1:22 remaining in this ball game. Ouachita trailing 62-84 in the last game of the season at Bill Vining Arena. IGD's first free throw is good, as we have several substitutions ready to come in for both teams.
Subbing in for Washington, number 23, Gavin Snyder.
Gavin Snyder checks back in for the Tigers, but some new fresh faces in for the Mule Riders. As Joe Holloway, Donovan Sanford check in for the Mule Riders. And IGD makes that free throw, and Jay Barnes is also going to come into the ball game. But Marvin Williams Dunn checked out just a moment ago in his last game here at home. MJ Leslie's got it. Here's Snyder. Snyder into Belton. Belton finishes inside.
Beautiful spin inside to set up that look down low, and it looked like he was almost going to get an unfortunate roll of the basketball, but Belton is able to sink the shot, and heads up play by Gavin Snyder in transition.
And that's an offensive foul by Holloway, and that was Gavin Snyder that drew that one. Well, Holloway has only played in 4 games up to this point. Sanford has only played in 2. So it's nice to see them into the ball game for the first time. Harris looking inside, and that's going to be a turnover by Harris. Here goes Barnes. Barnes going to pull back, and he's going to let some time go off the clock. Barnes, tough finish with the left hand. Jay Barnes, the junior from Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and the transfer from Jones College with the finish.
Well, that was a tough play there, a bit of a stutter step, and in order to avoid the travel, he had to hang up in the air a little bit, but was able to adjust his shot accordingly.
Leslie, 3 ball, and 1 short. And Traore is going to dribble it out for the Mule Riders, and that will do it for this ball game. Southern Arkansas with the victory, 88-64 here in enemy territory. Ouachita loses their last home game of the season. It was senior night / whiteout here at Bill Vining Arena, and Ouachita can't take the victory here in front of the home crowd for one last time. It was one last ride for Marvin Williams Dunn, for Kobe Dunlap, and for Tyler Haynes here at home this season. But still a great performance by Tyler Haynes with 18 points on the night. Ouachita would have loved to have had a different outcome in this ball game.
Well, and you saw just a few moments ago some of the seniors from the Ouachita cheer team embracing with their teammates that they will be leaving at the end of this year. I'm sure there are a lot of similar hugs and handshakes being shared right now in the Ouachita men's locker room. Even though it isn't the result that the Tigers wanted, this is a night worth celebrating because these men that were being celebrated tonight brought so much to this program. They were a part of the team last year that made the run to the Great American Conference Tournament, ended up upsetting the #1 seed in the whole thing, the number 20 team in the country. Although this isn't the final campaign that any of them had envisioned, it's certainly worth remembering the highlights. You mentioned Kobe Dunlap's elite shooting. Tyler Haynes is still in that 1,000-point club, and Marvin Williams Dunn helping to make this really a global team, bringing in some international talent, and not only that, but being a consistent role player in the rotation for Ouachita. There's not much else that you can ask for from the senior class. They have certainly left their mark on this program, and it will be felt in the years to come.
Yes, it will, but before we have a conversation with Coach Nutt, let's take one more look at the final statistics of the ball game. Of course, the heck of a performance from Carroll Ray Jr., 15 of 26 shooting for 37 points and 7 rebounds. 15 points and 7 rebounds for Gregory Hammond Jr., and a really solid rebounding performance from Cedric Garrett. And as the late, great Stuart Scott would say, you can call him the Windex man for how he cleans the glass. I had to get that one off. I had that one dialed up. It is our last game here for basketball. I had to make sure I was as creative as possible. But for Ouachita, 22 points for Emery Knox, 6 of 8 shooting from outside. You got to imagine if it was more than just him, they would have won this ball game. 18 points for Tyler Haynes in his last game here at home. For Kobe Dunlap, he had a rough night shooting, but he still had 5 points and a rebound, as well as 2 steals in his last home game. Marvin Williams-Dunn, 2 points and a rebound in his last home game as well. Well, Coach Dennis Nutt is taking a second to come over here, getting fist bumps from everyone. But again, what a performance all season long by Ouachita. They've had their ups and downs, but their ups have been magical for sure. Well, Coach Nutt, I know this was a rough game. It's you know, an up and down season, and I know that the tournament hopes have gone and have went and gone, but there's got to be some stuff that you can look at, not just from this game, but from the season here at home that you can look fondly upon. For sure.
You know, we had some pretty decent wins throughout the year. The Henderson games were good for us. Disappointing tonight. You know, I hate it for the seniors. I want them to go out and a little bit better fashion than that. Appreciate the fans hanging around. I don't blame them for kind of sneaking out early. That wasn't first half was just lackluster effort on our part. I was kind of disappointing with our guys. But, you know, that's when you got to reach down deep for pride. You know, we know we're not in the tournament, but you still have 2 home games to play. So that's the part I was most disappointed about. But, hey, we got 1 more to play. Still got to kind of work through some things and keep building. That's what we're trying to do.
Only 7 rebounds in the first half, not at all what you or any coach would like to see, but what can you do better, or what can the team do better going into the next game against Arkansas Monticello and trying to fix up what you can do on the rebound goals?
You know, defense is effort, or rebounding is effort. You know, and you have to really go at it. You got to have a mindset to go in there, and we were lacking in that first half. We kind of stood around and watched, and that's not going to get it done. And they're a very good rebounding team, and they took advantage of our weakness there. But you know, part of it, you gotta keep working. Got to get guys that you know, that can go in there and really fight a little tougher than what we're showing right now.
Well, Tyler Haynes, Marvin Williams-Dunn, and Kobe Dunlap, you're only seniors on this roster. What have they meant, not just to the team, but what have they meant to you as a coach, being able to coach them, you know, Marvin and Kobe for 4 years and Tyler for 3?
Well, you know, this day and age of the portal, a 4-year guy is kind of rare. Right. So it was fun to have these guys that long, and man, they put a lot of sweat in on this floor and done some really good things. I know their senior year didn't happen the way they wanted it to go, but you know, they're going to be very successful in life, and they're going to get out of here and make, you know, they're going to be part of a good family and make good decisions and live their lives.
Well, Coach, you guys, you know, this is the last time we'll see you this season here at home. What can fans hope next season as you guys will be coming into a new season in Bill Vining Arena?
Yeah, we'll obviously have some new pieces on board, and we'll take some of the guys that are coming back and build on that. We got some pretty good pieces, but there's still a lot more we need to get. But I want to thank you guys. I know this is your last year, and you guys are going to be very successful. Y'all do a great job for us, and I just want to thank you guys for being with us all year, and y'all do a super job with Dr. Babb, and you guys are, man, y'all are big time, and we got fans all over the country watching this, so appreciate you guys and what you do.
Well, Coach Nutt, it has been an honor and a privilege being able to talk to you after every game. And, hey, good luck next season.
Appreciate it, guys.
I appreciate it.
All right, good luck to you.
Well, that was – thank you. Thank you. Well, that was Coach Dennis Nutt in the last game here at home for Ouachita, as Chase is going to have a second to come over here after he has a conversation with Coach Nutt. But definitely not the senior night that anybody had hoped. But I will say for the women's team, if you weren't around to watch that broadcast, it was a great performance here at home. But back with Chase here. Chase, it's been a really enjoyable last couple of years.
Hey, before you guys sign off, I got a little message for you guys.
Oh, okay.
So while all the other teams got a senior night, while the cheerleading squad, while the basketball team, while the women's basketball team got their senior night, here at OSTN we want to give you guys a little something. So by doing that, I kind of want to, you know, give you guys little bit of how much you mean to me and then how much you mean to us. So when I first came here at OSDN, it was really like difficult because, you know, you started out on the team where, you know, you're learning new things and all things like that. And the first two people that came to me were you two. First two people that taught me everything that I know. Two of the greatest friends and mentors that I've ever had come from you two. And it's gonna be really hard without you guys in the future. You know, next year with me and Brody and Priscilla and Chloe and Nate and all the other freshmen. So, to you, Chris, a guy that has all the basketball knowledge in the world, somebody that I can go to talk about just about any realm of basketball. I'm gonna miss you, man.
I'm gonna miss you too, man.
Gonna miss you a lot, and it's gonna be really hard next year. And Chase, the best voice in broadcasting I've ever heard. Chase, the guy that, you know, I can go to for advice at any time. A guy that, you know, I always look up to and aspire to reach and to be better than, to not be better than, but to try to reach. I'm gonna really miss you too.
Gonna miss you too, Isaac, and what an honor it was
Thank
to
you
go
guys
along with
so
him
much.
to Houston too.
And yes, that trip to Houston will forever be immortalized and etched into my memory.
Yep.
Thank you guys
Great
so
trip.
much for everything you've done for OSDN. And before you guys sign off, we here on the team have a little surprise for you. So.
Okay. Well. Okay. Well, Chase, this is probably our last broadcast together. So it has been a great career with you. Hey, good luck with baseball, and, you know, I'll be doing softball, but already had something set up to close, and, you know, this is the best broadcast crew ever, without a doubt. But with that, the 2023-24 season at Bill Vining Arena comes to a close, and I want to say from all of us here at OSDN, thank you so much for tuning in every single game. And I know there's a lot of you all over the country and all over the world watching this broadcast right now, regardless of the time of day. So good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I'm Chris Gay, signing off.
Sweet.